My name is Rich Weckerly. We've come down here for the last 3 years now, doing some of this volunteer work. 2 months ago, we decided, or actually 6 months ago, we decided to move here because we didn't want to go back and forth to Idaho. So we live in Douglas, Arizona now. I'm originally from New York. I was a firefighter in New York City, retired from that, went to Idaho, spent some time as a Peace Corps volunteer in Africa, my wife and I, and here we are in Douglas, Arizona. We are working with the Migrant Center, also where the migrants live, called the Kami, and we are trying to teach some of the migrants how to work with wood, basically build furniture out of pallets. And it's working out great. Tom and I had built some furniture just to get started, to show them what could be done. They're doing a lot of it now, and they're doing a better job than we did. Right. More finished. So that's working out great. I spend 3 nights a week working in prison ministry and spend a lot of time with inmates. For sure. You see a problem, so you try to respond to it with the gifts that you have, that you've been given by God, okay? Like I said the other day at the vigil, you come down here, you see the problems. We have so much, they have so little. What are we being asked to do? Well, we're doing some volunteer work, but is that it? And I'm starting to feel a call to say, I'm asked to give a little bit more. Maybe I should be writing about the issue. I've written in the past. I used to spend Sundays writing letters to some of our very conservative politicians in Idaho about issues, all kinds of issues, death penalty, all kinds of issues. And I've stopped doing that. And I think I'm being asked personally to respond more, letters to the editor, or letters basically to our representatives. I come from a totally red state to another almost totally red state, so I should be doing more like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. If we're talking about people, the U.S. people, I think most of them, by far a majority of them, would say, yes, we have to do something here. Yes, they have to come to the U.S. Yes, they're looking for a better life. Yes, they're escaping dangerous situations. Yes, they should come here. They should be allowed to come here. Politics being politics, especially today, they don't want to touch that. So you say, is this where I should be? Is this what I should be doing? And rather than saying, well, God wants me to do this and all of that kind of thing, I don't like to go there. But I will say one thing, that I feel joy doing what we're doing here. I feel real joy in doing that. There's a message in that. There's a message in feeling good about what you're doing. And I don't look forward to going to prison every 3 times a week or going to Kami twice a week. I don't look forward to that all the time. Sometimes I say, oh, I wish I could stay home. I got this to do, or I'd rather do that. But overall, I feel joy in doing what both Dana and I are doing. I feel good about it. I feel I'm using what I've been given to make life just a little bit better for somebody else. I'm no hero, I'm no hero, but I feel good about this. So I know I'm on the right track in what we're doing.
Yeah. I'm Dana Weckerly, and my husband and I moved here from Moscow, Idaho. We came 3 years in a row and lived in our RV, and started staying more and more months, so we decided we should live here full time. And I know Rich probably told you we do prison ministry. One of the fellows last week at Bible study talked about that when he goes out on his job, their crew goes out and cleans the highway. That there's one fellow who really, as we say, can pull his chain and get him upset. And he said he did something that particular day where he really wanted to get into a fight with him and hit him because he was so angry with him. But he said, I said, God, I know that's not what I'm supposed to do. I need you to give me some peace right now. And he said, I started quoting some Bible verses, and I sat and kept thinking about God. He said, the next thing you know, I went over and shook the guy's hand, and I said, we're just fine. So it's nice to hear that what you're doing makes small differences.
I want to add something to what you just said, what you said before. I don't want to hog the camera or anything, but you said something that makes sense. And I just want to make sure.
Imagine, Dana, you said something that made sense.
Okay. Okay, go. Okay, I just like to add what Dana said before. The both of us. It started out for the both of us. We were working our jobs and doing our thing in Idaho, and we felt kind of frustrated. So we ended up. This is 30 years ago. We ended up joining the Peace Corps and going to Africa. And we stayed 2 tours in Africa. We stayed over 3 years in Africa working there as Peace Corps volunteers. Now, before we left, we were, is this the right thing to do? Is this smart? Is this what we really want to do? Well, we went. And I'll tell you, we did a great job there, but they gave us much more than we gave them. And this has proved right since then in almost all of this work we do here. You get out of this much more than you give in. And I was used to, when we were in Africa, the Africans would say, we had a UN Wells project we were part of. Oh, we thank you for coming here, we thank you for this, but how could you leave your family and all that kind of thing? And you think about it and say, yeah, we're making a sacrifice coming here. But when I look at our experience there, and that started both of us off on volunteer work, you get back so much more than you give. I mean, we built some wells and all, but meeting other people, other cultures, working with other people, learning from them, the experience was unbelievable. And since then, we've been involved in a lot of these kind of things. So that's the point I want to make. Call it what you want. Yeah. Call it what you want. But I'm blessed. I thank God for it. But I've gotten back so much more than I've given.
Our lives have really, really been enriched by doing things with others. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's with them because they're doing it with us also. It's always a give and take.